We don't care who it is we meet, because there is no team that we can't beat. We play together, we stick together in any weather. We give it all we've got for victory. We are the good old red and white. Pioneers, we'll strive for victory if it takes 1,000 years. In maroon and white we'll meet our plight in victory or defeat. We are the mighty pioneers. Play the game, oh boys, and always play the ball. Victory is our aim, so play to victory's call. Play it hard and we'll achieve another premiership. We are the mighty pioneers.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Division 4 Reserves Grand Final between Warrandyte and Whitehorse. The two teams clashing today. They've traded wins. They've gone 2 apiece over this season. My name is Jared Beanland, and joining me today is Oscar Luca. How you doing, Oscar?
Yeah, good, Jared. Great to be here, and a great match today, and a pretty evenly matched game, hopefully, between two sides. We've got 2 wins against each other, so it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out today.
Absolutely. A couple of names to look out for. Ben Ogilvie. Ogilvie. He's kicked 28 goals for the year for Warrandyte. Probably something that that Whitehorse will have to match up on. Noah Kendall and Jarrett Aitken, they've kicked 25 and 23. Gareth Hitchman's kicked 19. So some big scorers there throughout the year for the Bloods, and a bit more of a sort of centralised account for Whitehorse. They've got 2 players who've kicked 30. That's Lionel Hunt and Daniel Eggington. And then it sort of drops away from there.
Yeah, 100% it does, and
so some clear matchups, I think, for Warrandyte to try and work out.
Yeah, 100%. There's going to be some great matchups, and they've got some great goal kickers as well here. Whitehorses, you see there, 63 goals there for Daniel Horvat. So, you know, they're obviously going to have to lock him down inside that forward line.
Absolutely. Lionel Hunt as well. I saw him. He's kicked 30 goals this year for Whitehorse. I saw him play against Kilsyth earlier this year in the seniors side, and he was causing havoc down there in the forward line. So he has that senior experience So there's a chance that a player like him could take this game by storm. It's going to be very interesting to see. A couple of other players that I've seen in senior lineups over the years, Toby Verstegen for Warrandyte, I seem to know his name. Chris Gilliland, I think he played that game against Kilsyth in the seniors earlier this year. They've got players with experience at higher levels. I think specifically Whitehorse.
Yeah, certainly. They certainly do.
As the players are linking arms, and we will get the national anthem very soon. Both teams won the 13 home and away games throughout the year. Just the 3 losses for each of them. So very, very evenly matched season. They really were the 2 dominant teams throughout the year in the reserves. Bulleen Templestowe was the 3rd place team, and they only won the 8 games. So it has been a 2-horse race.
Fantastic win-loss record for both these.
Absolutely. And a great percentage for Warrandyte specifically, 244.
On behalf of the Eastern Football Netball League, welcome to East Ringwood Reserve for the Eastland 2025 Division 4 Reserves Grand Final between Whitehorse and Warrandyte. Congratulations and best of luck to both competing sides in today's decider. The officiating umpires for today's match are infield, Jordan Kennedy, Stephen Doherty and Brian Rafton. On boundary, Gilbert McCann and Cooper Daly. In goal, Andrew Wyborn and Michael Fitzsimmons. I will now ask all to be upstanding with the players and umpires for the Australian National Anthem. May the best team win.
And so the players will go through their final warm-ups, ready for the big day. Nerves will be flutter in both amongst both teams, no doubt.
100% standing there for the national anthem.
And to give a bit of a paint the picture for the viewers, I suppose, if you happen to not be looking, it is starting to rain, and so this could be a bit of a scrappy affair. I'm trying to work out perhaps who the bigger bodies are who may benefit from this state of affairs. We will see though.
It'll be interesting to see how that weather plays. It'll be a slippery bowl, you know.
Definitely.
So really interesting, especially early on, getting used to the conditions. It'll be interesting. They're going to be nervy anyways, as it is a grand final.
I expect quite a few repeat stoppages, I think, from the get-go, as the players will take their positions. Worth remembering that they did, of course, go 2-2 throughout the season, but it was the Pioneers, I believe, who took the victory in the final. It was 5-8-38 to 3-10-28. Warrandyte missing a lot of their opportunities during that semi-final. So we'll see if that is what the state of play will be. East Ringwood Reserve holds its breath as Whitehorse and Warrandyte prepare to undertake hostilities, and it's Oscar Luca to get us underway.
So the bounce of the ball from the umpire. Getting off the boot there was Folkes for Whitehorse. So it comes inside 45. Locked up there. Umpire will ball the ball up. We get the tap down in the ruck. And that ball looking a bit slippery early. Handball comes out wide. Rolling ball able to collect. And able to get the handball off there for Warrandyte was Davies. Comes out of bounds there. Be a boundary throw-in. Tap down to ground. Trying to get it out in the direction of Caldwell. Picking it up was Kendall. As the ball comes out of bounds once again.
Pretty physical affair so far.
Which is good to see early.
One way to get rid of the nerves, I think. Just
Hundreds.
crash and bash.
Taken there by Boakes. It's wrapped up straight away, so the umpire will put it back up again. Bit of push and shove, which is good to see in a grand final. Couldn't quite get the tap there. Red away. Comes back down, and it's on here.
Nope.
Nice bit of physicality early.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bit of feeling in this one as well, which you love to see.
Perhaps
Just
a rivalry.
Put back up by the umpire. Getting it forward there was Caldwell inside 50. Able to get the mark. And I think he's cold holding the ball there, so it will go the way of Whitehorse. Looking to clear this ball outside 45. Goes up the corridor. Pack forms. A big fly, and it goes out of play here on
massive.
the wing.
Yeah, massive contest there.
Huge contest.
So it will come back into play on this left forward flank for Whitehorse. Not able to get it away. I believe that was Mav Gleed. Back up we go. Good tap down right away. Ball comes to ground, trying to rip it away was Gleed again. Thrown to ground. Takes a tumble, and it's holding the ball. Warrandyte will go forward. No. Oh, one man in the hands of the train as he's coming off. I'll try and see the number of him as Cleary sends it forward for Warrandyte. Just spilt out the back, and a scrubby ball forward by Mills of Whitehorse. It's on the outer side. Cullum will try and trap it, but the boundary line beat him.
So that's Campbell McLean there that's come off for Whitehorse. Seems to have a bit of a leg injury there.
Unfortunate. Hopefully his game won't be over.
So, ball inside 45. Tackle laid. So the umpire will have the footy. Good contest in the ruck, straight back down, and will be in the hands of the umpire again. Put back up. Both teams still looking to score that first goal.
It is scrappy stuff out there, isn't it?
It is scrappy stuff.
Weather affected, of course.
Of course, that rain and that wind quite strong today. Hopefully it doesn't pick up too much. It comes out of play.
Yeah, hopefully for us. We're on the boundary line for the main game.
Hopefully it stays rather mild. So thrown in by the boundary umpire on that outer wing. Thrown onto the boot, into the middle of the ground. Hits the deck, can't quite grab the footy. Socket off the ground. In the direction of the forward 45 for Whitehorse. Able to collect, tackled. Umpire will have it after a good contest there and a good tackle laid by Benjamin Davies. Tries to get the tap down, no red away, comes back to ground, bit of push and shove, and it will be A free kick there in the way of Whitehorse. So a big opportunity for them to go forward early in this contest. And the kick-off target, it's intercepted, and Warrandyte able to clear their lines. Coming out wide here. Oh, in the direction there of Dib. And now put back forward for Whitehorse. And the mark taken there by Lachlan Richardson. He goes short. Now Warrandyte have an opening, leading up in that forward line there. Punch down to the ground. Whitehorse, move it back up towards the wing. Palm to the ground, able to pick it up, taken without the footy. Umpire doesn't see it. Play continues. Whitehorse trying to move this footy forward once again. Can the Warrandyte defence hold up? They do. They go up towards that outer wing and intercepted once again, so a bit of back and forth here.
Versteegen's had a couple of good moments down there in Warrandyte's backline. They're reading the play so well, the backline of Warrandyte. This kick comes inside forward 50, it comes to ground, Versteegen's around it, and there's been a free kick given away. Ryan Patterson, I think he was infringed upon, it's going to have to come back to him, and the Bloods will exit defence once more. So there's been 3 inside 50s in the past few minutes by Whitehorse, but they've not really given themselves enough opportunity. So Warrandyte now to rebound. Ben Davies sends it down the line. A good one-on-one contest by a Whitehorse there, but he was beaten to it. This is Ogilvie sends it inside forward 50 for the Bloods, but the mark was taken. Great intercept by Lachlan Smith. Now, Whitehorse will try and exit defence. Coming up to meet it was Geimer for Warrandyte. He's in a 2-on-1 battle. That was James Safi for Whitehorse. And the boundary line was his friend in the end. And the umpire will chuck it back in. Redaway takes to the contest once more, but it comes to Lambert, feeds it out. Infringed upon was George Skoutsis. No, holding the ball, it was. So Warrandyte will go forward again. Tyson Jaksic sent it to centre half forward. It's all Pioneers, though. No communication in that, though. However, it came to ground. Tackled was Howell. And he was infringed upon. So a bit more back and forth here. Played quite a bit between the arcs. He sees a good option in Dunn. However, Warrandyte read that really well again. And the punch over the line came from Caleb Rudd. And back into play it will come. No score so far. We've gone 8 minutes in this Division 4 Reserves Grand Final between Warrandyte and Whitehorse. As evenly matched as we thought it would be. Good clearance work this time by Caldwell. Out in the full, however. Whitehorse to bring it back. Ben Ogilvie on the mark. Watches his opponent send it to Lachlan Smith. Whitehorse trying to take the corridor this time. Skoutsis takes the mark. What options does he have down the ground? Trying to lead up and give good representation was Mitchell Wood. He kicked it over his head, however. Idly bouncing ball inside the forward 50 for Whitehorse. Good contest work by both teams. And Whitehorse have got the free kick. And they will get the first proper shot at goal, Oscar, for this grand final. And it's going to be Mitchell Wood. Mitchell Wood, he's former Chirnside player, former Powertown player. He sent it on its way, but it was too narrow. And just the one behind to open the scoring for Whitehorse, Oscar.
It was a good bit of play from Whitehorse to get that ball forward. Just not able to convert off it, though, with a major. So, as Jared said, a minor score for them to start off this grand final. Mark taken on that outer side. Warrandyte moving up that corridor. Rolling ball along the ground. And a big tackle there, so wrapped up once again. As the rain continues.
Such an arm wrestle, this game.
It is. It's been a really even contest so far. Skied ball hits the deck. wrapped up. Umpire will put it back into play. Just outside the forward 45 for Warrandyte. So good chance to see how their forwards go to work here, Warrandyte. Wrapped up again. Umpire will ball it up once again. So inside 45, big tackle. Trying to clear at Whitehorse. Held without
That
it.
was
Umpire
very
calls
clear.
it. That was that'll be the clearest decision we get all day, I think. There goes short through the middle of the ground. So Whitehorse moving inside 45 now. Snap towards goal, possibly for the first goal of the Division 4 Grand Final.
Beautiful.
And it's there.
That was Mitchell Wood. What a snap that was. He had the opportunity to kick the first one, missed that, and gets his chance to redeem himself with a kick from play. So beautiful stuff by Mitch Wood. That's his 11th goal for the year in the reserves. And now up for Warrandyte to respond. We'll see if they can. Whitehorse have had most of the play in the past 5 minutes or so. Warrandyte definitely looked like they were going to lock it inside their 50 for quite a while in the opening few plays of the game. We'll have a decision, however, it's off the ball. And so Warrandyte will take the free kick right away from the centre. He's going to load up. No short options this time for Warrandyte. The pack forms, spills to ground, nearly scooped up by O'Brien. Nothing doing though, the tackle was laid and we'll get a stoppage as the rain continues to tumble. So into the forward line we go. And another whistle's been picked out and it looks like it's going to go the way of Warrandyte. I think a ruck infringement, and it was Tawalili will be the one to take the shot at goal. And 25-metre penalty as well. That is
Big
a
call.
coach killer.
That is a big call.
You don't want to be giving those away in a grand final where goals are at a premium.
Yeah, well said.
So this will give Pasilika Tawalili the opportunity to kick his team's first of the day. He comes in, he slams it home, and he's up and about, and so are the Bloods.
Probably just lacking a bit of awareness there. And it's going to cost him. So good stuff and a good response from Warrandyte. And it's well and truly on here.
It is. So back to the centre we go, Oscar.
So back to the middle. At 13 minutes gone. Back underway. Big skying ball. Trying to get under it there. Ball spills out of the hands. And put on the boot. Out wide by Benjamin Davies to that outer wing. Maybe a chance to get it forward. Gets past the tackler. Sends the ball forward. Numbers there, big tackle, calls for holding the ball. Umpire.
Oh.
Not going to have a bar of it, I don't think, here, but it might be a...
No, I was worried
Oh,
someone
good,
was
yeah.
injured there, but I think it was just all tangled up.
So umpire puts it back into play. Hits the deck, clearing ball through the middle. Can't quite take the mark there. And able to get the handball off through the pack there. It's quite congested in the middle of the ground at the moment.
It is. I think this is what we sort of expected with the conditions.
So ball hits the ground. Wrapped up again. So quite a chain of stoppages to start us off in this Division 4 Reserves Grand Final. Able to get the handball away. Trying to work it out long. It's going to be a one-on-one. Trying to get in front of it there. And palmed out of play in the end by Matheson. So it will be a boundary throw in here. Just in front of the interchange bench. Able to get the tap down. Cowley. Straight back out again. Boundary umpire getting a good bit of work.
I think both teams just worried about the other breaking away.
I think so. Able to get a little palm away. Into the hands and tackled straight away there. Cowley gets it down again in the direction of Hitchman. Gets it over the top. Spilled it there, did O'Brien. Now trying to move this Warrandyte up the corridor. Chasing it for Whitehorse there. Here's Howell. He went and tried to find O'Brien.
Ogilvie, and he's in a bit of a wrestle with his defender there. They're going at each other.
Good
Eyes
kick.
on the ball, Ogilvie. Oh, they've brought each other to ground. That is a free kick. Surely off the ball.
Big chance here. And good defence. Holding up well, Whitehorse so far. Looking out to find Lambert. And the umpire's going to bring it back, I think, here. So Whitehorse get the free kick. Looks towards the middle of the ground. It was a 2-on-1. Courageous stuff there from Lachlan Smith there. Thought about two options, decides to play on and go long. Straight through the middle, down inside into the 45. Pack forming around it, and a big tackle there.
Nearly 18 minutes gone in this first quarter. Division 4 Resi's grand final action. Whitehorse 1-1-7. Warrandyte 1 straight 6. It's currently in Whitehorse's forward line. We'll have a secondary stoppage there as Mitch Morris, the Warrandyte defender, lays the tackle. Up we go again. Pincus gets the tap down briefly to Cleary. And a high up and under. Cleary nearly marked it. Breaking through though for Whitehorse. That's Oscar Hillman, but just the one behind, unfortunately. That would have been a brilliant goal. And Warrandyte will bring it back in. 1-2-8 to 1 straight 6. 18.5 minutes gone. Very, very close to quarter time here. And we're none the wiser in terms of who will actually win this game. Whitehorse send it to the outer side. Mark taken. They're going to break away, try to break the lines in the middle of the ground. This is Morris. It went over his head. Coming up to meet it was Lambert. Ran straight into a tackle. And it'll be a ball up right in the centre of the ground. Up we go again. No contest in the ruck. It just hit the deck and the wrestle is back on. Ball up. Boakes taps it down. Warrandyte wrapped up again. That was Jackson Cleary. Here we go again. A lot of work for the umpire's arm this time. Oh, just taking it straight out of the ruck was Boakes. Straight into a tackle though. Anton Dibb laid that well. Bit of feeling in this. Dibb will take the free kick. Searches for options on the outer side. Does he just want to go straight up the middle? Unchallenged. And goes attempted barrel to centre half forward. Pushed in the back was the Warrandyte player.
Jeez, the umpire's fallen over. It's all
takes
going
a
on here.
tumble. And that was a holding free kick. Jesse Deere, clumsy in that situation. Didn't notice his man, didn't have the ball, and Whitehorse will exit from defence. And he goes to the barrel as well, but the siren has gone to signal quarter time. 1-8. That's Whitehorse. 1 straight 6 is Warrandyte. Division 4 grand final action. We'll be back with you after the break.
supported leagues and clubs are committed to keeping our game great. Make a promise to be the best version of yourself and support the hard-working volunteers, coaches and umpires who make our great game come to life. Real fans respect the game. Make a pledge to keep the passion alive, but remember, any form of abuse is not welcome on our turf.
It's been a scrappy, stoppage-heavy affair. Occasionally, they've broken through, and it's been mainly Whitehorse who've had opportunities, even up forward. Oscar.
It's been a very even contest so far.
As expected,
Yeah,
given
100%.
the record throughout the season between these two teams.
That's it, 2 wins against each other.
Goals, of course, to Mitch Wood in the first quarter for Whitehorse, and Pasalika Tawalili His in particular came after a 25-metre penalty. Umpire throws the ball up, red away. It goes to the ruck contest against Boakes for Whitehorse. And there's an absolute wrestle. It's complete scrimmage. But the umpire will come in and ball it up once more. Redaway tried to bring the ball away. Stifled once again. Tackles laid, ball lost under the massive players. Umpire to break it up once more. Who will be the one to take it away from the clearance? Who's going to be the extractor this time? Berkman hands it out, cut off by Redaway, had to turn tackler, however. Tackled was Nelson, and holding the ball, Redaway sends it forward into the pocket. Running onto it was Aiken. Bouncing ball over the line. Forward stoppage for Warrandyte.
Got to watch Jarrah Aiken up forward. He can be dangerous.
He absolutely can. Boakes shoved out of it. The kick comes to the top of the goal square. Toalili beaten to it. Tackled was Dibb. Wanted the free kick, but Whitehorse will take it out of defence through Lachlan Smith. One-on-one contest between Safi and an opponent there. The pack forms around the ball, and the umpire will have to break it up again. Familiar situation. The tap didn't go anywhere for Warrandyte. Another tackle laid. Will go again. Redaway punches it to the corridor, so they found a bit of space at Warrandyte, but first to it was Whitehorse. Good contest at the moment. Scooped up by Cleary, gets the handball back inside. Whitehorse cut it off. Smothered ball. Going nowhere was Mills. Ball spills free. Mills will be first to it. No, he won't. It was Dibb instead. Tackle laid. And the wrestle is on. This is off. This is out of play. They're going to try and come in and fly the flag. The kick went down to the goal line, and it was one behind, Oscar.
So, minor score there. Now trying to clear this Whitehorse outside of their defensive 45. Comes up to the wing, dropping the ball there. And Warrandyte trying to move the ball forward, and they do. Good mark. Inside 45. And Whitehorse able to exit there. Comes off.
You can really tell the wind's picking up out there.
Oh, 100% you can. It'll be a throw in. Inside 45 for Warrandyte. Able to get the handball away, couldn't quite collect it. Pack forms around the footy. Able to rush it onto the boot. And able to juggle the mark there was Saunders. For Warrandyte, a chance to bang it in long. He does. Trying to get the mark. Tackled, got the kick away, but only for a minor score though. So, a behind there for Warrandyte. I believe it came off the boot of Hitchman perhaps.
Yep.
So,
Once away to pace. So, very even contest. Whitehorse tried to advance it forward. Send it to left half back, right half back even. Tackle laid, going nowhere. The ball just hits the ground. Berkman was first to it, stripped of it. Sent forward by Warrandyte, pack forms. Kick off the deck by the Whitehorse defence. The chase is on. Scooping it up will be Aiken. And he tried to send it forward and kicked it out on the full. Whitehorse are having a lot of problems trying to exit their defence. A lot of repeat inside 50s for Warrandyte. The option in space for Whitehorse. He took the mark. But now it's this next kick that's been the issue. Boakes is the target down the line. Over the top came Eggington though, and it was just too close to the boundary line there, and it was killed. It was out in the full actually by the looks of it, so Saunders to bring it back in. Warrandyte sends it forward. No mark taken, off hands. Oh, did he pay the mark? No, throw it in. Warrandyte pushes again. Redaway, I thought was infringed upon in the ruck. Nothing doing. Now Whitehorse get the clearance. Will it come right back? Setting himself that was Redaway down there actually. Caldwell, and now Cullum. It's going to come right back. Pack goes up. Dibb hands it out. Bit of space found for Whitehorse. That was Jaksic, tackled, holding the ball. Good defence, Whitehorse. Good stuff by David Richardson, I believe. And he sends it forward. Eggington off his hands, scooped up once again. That was Verstegen. It's going to come right back through Fortunatus. Intercept mark taken by Warrandyte. So it's back and forth stuff. It was Huntley that took that. Now down the corridor with Ben Davies. Inside 50. First to it, Deer. And the pack will form as Warrandyte just try and hold on, digging their heels in defence. They're under siege at the moment, the Pioneers.
They certainly are, and that wind and rain really starting to pick up now.
7 minutes gone in this second quarter. Now, ball still in dispute. Bodies fly, tackles laid. Good forward line pressure by Warrandyte to try and lock it in. They've been able to do so consistently. Whitehorse struggling to break free. Tap comes to ground. Gilliland running out of room, and it'll be another throw-in.
So inside Warrandyte's forward 45. Opportunity for them. The scores at the moment level. Almost 8 minutes gone. 1-2-8 apiece. And a good tackle there, so the umpire will bowl it back up inside the forward 45. Ball comes out into the direction of Deer. Can't do anything with it though, so it will be a boundary throw in. Warrandyte trying to get around this, able to get the handball off. Oh, big call.
Yeah.
Big call. So it will go the way of Whitehorse, and it will go the way of Maverick lead. Moving it up outside of forward 45, or defensive 45 rather. Using the ball laterally. Flies. Ball hits the deck, socket off the ground, and the umpire's paid a free kick in the direction of Warrandyte.
If you're Warrandyte, you might have wanted to take advantage there, I think, because now Whitehorse get to set themselves up.
Yeah, they had options there forward too. They could have moved that quickly.
Probably a good free kick to give away, even if you're Nick Berkman in that situation. And was that 25?
25 it is.
So that's not a good free kick
that
to
is
give
not,
away.
That is not a free kick to give away.
And sort this out for me, Oscar. It's gone to the square.
I'm slightly confused what is going on here. I believe it will be a chance on goal directly in front. And Jarrah Aitken kicks the goal. Bit of confusion there. I don't know what happened there, but it is Jarrah Aiken on the back of that to get that goal for Warrandyte.
And that is brutal for Whitehorse, because that's 2 goals that they've given away through 25-metre penalties.
100%. That could be costly. Just dropping their guard a little bit once again, and they're just free kicks you don't want to give away, especially not in a grand final, especially not 2 of them.
No. And it's such a low-scoring grand final as well. Weather affected. Goals at a premium. So Whitehorse 1-2-8. Warrandyte 2-2-14. 10 minutes gone in this second quarter. Warrandyte tried to escape the clearance. Kick off the deck was a swing and a miss by Braden Geimer, but the free kick's going to come back anyway. And it comes to Saunders, hands it out. Forward goes Patterson, off hands. Whitehorse defending grimly at the moment. Scooped up, aggressive handball. Good little touch though by Whitehorse. Now in comes Pincus. He had it stolen away from him. Oh, he handed it straight to Ogilvie. It did, the Whitehorse defender. Shot into the pocket and right away makes sure to kill it. Over the line, and a stoppage in the forward line for the Bloods. Boakes will take on Hitchman in the ruck contest. Tackle laid by Warrandyte in the back, I think, is the free kick given away. So it'll be Brennan Mills to take it. Chip into the pocket. Mark Taken, Ryan Howell. This is the puzzle that Whitehorse have not been able to solve in the second quarter, is how to get it beyond this point. Trying to break away was Hugh Nelson, but the whistle had already gone. So the ball up on the outer side. Is this where the clearance is going to come from? Can Whitehorse get it up the ground? No, says Jaksic. Hands it to a teammate who's already under pressure, already being tackled, and will get another ball up. Slippery conditions, of course. High pressure game, a lot of numbers round the stoppage once more. Forced to the boundary line, towards the boundary line, not over though, as the umpire will come in and ball it up again. Grim defence by Whitehorse during this second quarter. Up we go. Pincus gets the tap down, straight down the throat of Whitehorse. Contest, skirmish in the middle of the ground. He lost it, did Hillman, for Whitehorse. Ball still in dispute. Trying to pick it up and bring it away was Geimer. Tackled immediately. Ball up. So Whitehorse's pressure not abating, even with Warrandyte having all the play. Boakes taps it down, whistle gone, free kick to Whitehorse. Now they might actually get an inside 50. Hands it off. Skaltsis, spearing ball, 2-on-1 situation for Whitehorse to contend with. The defenders for Warrandyte got back, but it's been picked up there by O'Brien. Tried to handball it inboard, stolen by Warrandyte again. High up and under, courageous mark taken by Mav Gleed. Put his body on the line, tries to find the option. Strong hands for Whitehorse. Good mark taken, and now they get a shot at goal. Just try to work out who this is. We'll ride this one home. However, finally an opportunity for Whitehorse to break the drought of goals. He sent it to the pocket, spilt over the line, and we'll get a forward line stoppage for the Pioneers. So here comes another opportunity. The man who took that kick was Hugh Nelson, by the looks of it. Boakes out of the ruck, juggled it, got it to Berkman, challenged immediately by Hitchman. Another ball up. Slight bit of territory gained by the Bloods as they try and force it back to the other end of the ground. As East Ringwood Reserve is becoming more and more saturated. Pincus didn't quite get the tap. Hitchman just takes away, slams a spiral punt into the centre of the ground. No mark taken by Cleary. Kick off the deck. Cleary will go again. Sorry, that was Deer this time. Handballs are inboard. Whitehorse intercept, kicking it off the deck again will Warrandyte, and they gain the free kick anyway. That was Braden Geimer, and he'll take a shot at goal to put Warrandyte's third on the board. Oh, it didn't come back to Geimer. It's come back to Jackson Cleary. So Jackson Cleary, 6 goals for the year. His first year of footy since 2021. How good would it be in your return year to kick a goal in the grand final for your team? Sent it home, and the Bloods are up and about. 3-2 to 1-2. And this grand final might be slipping away from Whitehorse, Oscar.
Yeah, it looks that way at the moment. They look to have just switched off a little bit since the first quarter. And Warrandyte starting to get a bit of momentum going. So we'll go back to the middle of the ground.
And I've got to say, it was classic wet weather footy by Warrandyte, just kicking it forward off the 100%. Deck constantly. They forced it forward and gained the territory.
It's hard when it's wet. You can't always link up the way you'd like. So good wet weather footy from them to be able to get the ball forward, as you said. Oh, taken there. Maybe a bit high, says the umpire. And it's going to go the way of Nelson. So a chance for Whitehorse. They really need a score here. Gets it forward to the top of the pack. Flies. Ball comes to ground. A big torpedo-y ball coming away. It's picked up by Saunders. Getting it forward now. Luckily there's a defender there for Whitehorse. Tries to clear his lines. Gets it off the wrong way. Slammed onto the boot towards the top of the goals. It was a big kick forward there from Hitchman, and a massive contest there, and a great bit of defence there from Whitehorse. Comes off the hands of Noah Redaway.
And I got to say, that was David Richardson for Whitehorse. When your team's up against it, that's the sort of contest, that's the sort of courage that could lift your side.
Some fantastic stuff there. Tackle with Saunders. Gets it on the boot, Cullum. Inside 45 for Warrandyte. And now ran down, able to get the kick away into the direction of Safi. Ball comes back down to ground. Whitehorse trying to get a bit of momentum here. And a good mark. Or it will be paid for pushing the back, sorry, in the direction of Whitehorse. And it will go the way of Dunn. Trying to find an option inside, can't quite get a mark. Warrandyte try and rebound into the middle of the ground. A man out there, all on his own. Tries to get it forward, ball comes to ground. Tackled, able to get the ball to the boot. Oh, looks good, the crowd will tell you the rest. Great goal from Anton Dibb. Brilliant stuff there from Warrandyte. Good wet weather footy again to get that ball forward.
Absolutely.
And they did have that man free in the middle of the ground. Maybe he should have been marked, and that's allowed them to get that ball forward once again.
And I believe that was Gareth Hitchman as well.
Yeah.
So he's having a good game, I think, is Hitchman.
He is. He's been doing some great stuff.
Redaway slams it down, trying to chase onto it. It was Cullum, kicked it off the deck. More wet weather footy by Warrandyte. They managed to break the game open, found some space here and get the kick forward. Contest with Ogilvie. Nervy times for the Whitehorse defence. Great tackle laid by Jesse Deer. And Warrandyte don't allow them to escape. Josh Huntley found some space at that clearance a couple of plays ago, and that's what Warrandyte need, I think. We'll have another ball up. We've gone, well, it's about 15 seconds left in this quarter, I believe. Warrandyte 4-2, 26. Whitehorse 1-2-8. One last opportunity for Warrandyte, but it's just slipping away a little bit. Good tackle laid in the end by Alexander Alexkovsky. And the siren has gone. It is half-time in the Division 4 Reserves Grand Final here at East Ringwood Reserve. Whitehorse Pioneers 1-8 to Warrandyte 4-26. And it's looking a little bit grim for the Pioneers. But we'll be back after this half-time break. Don't go anywhere, and we will see whether or not Whitehorse can work their way back into this.
With the support of leagues and clubs, are committed to keeping our game great. And we are strong in our stance that any form of abuse across football at all levels is not tolerated. Any form of abuse is not welcome on our turf. We are encouraging all spectators not to confuse their anger with passion. We're all here for the same reason, for the love of Australia's favourite game. We want supporters, parents and players to make a promise to be the best versions of themselves and to support the hard-working volunteers, coaches and umpires who make our great game come to life every week on local grounds across our great state. Real fans respect the game. Make a pledge to keep the passion alive, but remember, any form of abuse is not welcome on our turf.
Welcome back to East Ringwood Reserve. It's Division 4 Reserves Grand Final time between Whitehorse and Warrandyte. Currently it's half time, and it's Whitehorse 1-8 to Warrandyte 4-26. My name is Jared Beanland. I'm joined by Oscar Luca. Back with your jumper, mate. bit cold here at East Ringwood Reserve. The rain's come down, and we need to be prepared, I think, because we're on the boundary line.
I parked the car too far away. Oh, jeez.
Out of breath.
Oh, gee whiz.
Fair enough. All right, I'll take the I'll take the opening call then, mate.
Oh.
You get your breath back, and hopefully Whitehorse can get their breath back after what has been a tough second quarter for them. It was locked in Whitehorse's forward line. Whitehorse couldn't break their locked in Warrandyte's forward line. Whitehorse couldn't break their lines at all. They've been under siege. So they're going to have to generate some clearances and just play some wet weather footy, Oscar, because Warrandyte have adapted to the conditions much better, kicking it off the ground, forcing the territory. Whitehorse have not had much chance.
Yeah, they certainly have. Warrandyte have just been playing better wet weather footy, as you mentioned too.
Ball held aloft, back into the centre. 18-point deficit for Whitehorse to try and work out. Ball into space. Lambert couldn't do much with it. Crashing through was Cleary. Tried to get the handball away, interrupted. Lambert goes again, one-on-one. Brilliantly trapped by Saunders, high up and under, into the forward line. Toalili grabs it off the deck. He was tackled, upended. It comes to Davies. Whitehorse, however, clear their lines only briefly, though. It's going to come right back. Intercept mark taken by the Bloods. Kicking a bit from goal. He's going to centre it up. And standing on his own was Jackson Cleary. That is not what you want to see if you're Whitehorse, because that was a very clear, easy option. And one of the Warrandyte's dangerous players. He's kicked a goal already, and he was on his own. So Jackson Cleary will line up. 7 goals for the year now. It'll be a kick from the 45-metre arc. He went too close to the man on the mug. Toalili bounces off his chest into the goal square, and it was just the one behind off the deck for the Blood. So they move to 4-3-27. Whitehorse 1-2-8, and I think we get a bit of a repeat now, potentially, of Whitehorse being stuck in their defensive line, Oscar.
And they will be trying to clear this now. Goes for a bit of a run, kicks it long outside of the defensive 45. It's bombed back in again, though, from Warrandyte. One-on-one. Did all right. Close to the boundary.
That was a crunching contest there. Campbell McLean slow to get up. And he gets the free kick, actually, Oscar.
He does. And he goes long. Ball comes off hands. Trying to work this one out now. Warrandyte. Trying to get this forward again. Good bit of link-up play. Fumbles it. Doesn't get the right bounce. Ball trapped in that pack. Doesn't look like it's going anywhere, and umpire happy to ball it up. So 2.5 minutes into the third quarter. 1-2-8 to 4-3-27, and that is just going to increase a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Another goal.
Who kicked that? Was that Cleary again?
I didn't quite see that one down there. But nonetheless, Warrandyte increased their lead and put their stamp on this game again.
Absolutely. And it's starting to look grim for the Pioneers now. The forwards are firing for Warrandyte. They're consistently getting it trapped in that 45 arc. 5-3, 33 to 1-2-8. Warrandyte haven't scored since the first quarter. Berkman tries to break free. It now does through Nelson. One-on-one contest. Just off the deck for Warrandyte, they find some space. Berkman lays the shepherd for his teammate, giving a lot of space now for his teammate. Receives the handball, gives it back. He's working well with James Safi, but Safi ends up in a tackle. And that tackle was laid by Mitch Morris. It was Alex Skovsky. The Whitehorse to rebound. Straight up the middle. They've got to take these risks, don't they? Glede tackles as the man first to it was Warrandyte's Ben Davies. Ball up. Five and a bit minutes gone in this third quarter. Division 4 grand final action. Thank you so much for joining us here at East Ringwood Reserve. Taking it away out of the clearance. No, not quite. Was Mitch Morris. He ended up tackled. Whitehorse trying to put some pressure around these stoppages now. Here we go again. Redaway taps it down. Comes to Cleary. Handball out. It was aggressive. And now marching forward. Goals in his sights. And just missing. So Warrandyte put another score on the board. They moved to 5-4, 34. Whitehorse 1-2-8. And it'll be Alexander Alexkovsky to bring it back in. Oscar.
So Whitehorse now. This ball comes close to the boundary line and goes out of play. And Whitehorse have got a fair bit of work to do, you'd say.
They do.
At this current point in time.
I just don't know where it's going to come from, though.
Big fist out of the ruck, straight back towards the boundary line and out of play again. Yeah, that's exactly right. They just need someone to stand up. Whitehorse and get a bit of a run moving forward. It's just not happening at the moment. Warrandyte are shutting them down well. Chasing that one was Fodonatos. So, good bit of work from the boundary umpire again. Thrown back into play. We get the tap down. Whitehorse need to get something moving here. It's a bit of a torpedo rolling towards the boundary line, and the mark taken by Verstegen through the middle of the ground. And it was a good kick by Caldwell to find the chest of his player. And now inside forward 45, maybe a chance here. Kick comes towards goal. Luckily they had someone back there. Whitehorse out in the direction of Saunders, able to get the handball off to Cullen. 2-on-1, able to escape, slips past both of them, and the ball comes out of play. Just too slippery.
Yeah, it is. Michael Cullen as well, too slippery.
So, trying to get through there, able to slip the tackle once again. It was Redaway on this occasion. Ball comes forward, clearing it. Now towards Mills.
Free kick paid.
And the free kick does go to Mills. Looks wide to that left wing. Warrandyte have the numbers and have the work ethic to get it forward once again. Inside forward 45, and a good defensive mark taken. And now the kick comes out into the direction of Job.
Clint Smith on the outer side manages to find a free option. Whitehorse, where's the next move? However, they need this kick to come off, and they're getting numbers to the ball. Warrandyte shoved off it, however, was Verstegen. Sharing it around now, Whitehorse. Bit of clear air for Skaltzis to send it forward, and he's just missed. That would have been a lift for Whitehorse, one that they would have needed, but just the one behind. 139 to 55-35. That's Whitehorse's first score since the first quarter. And I think that tells the story, really. Saunders kicks it into the pocket. And now sending it forward. I think that was Rudd onto the outer side. Good tackle laid by Gilliland. Oh, but he infringed, and I thought maybe Whitehorse had the chance to lock it inside their forward line. Finally, like Warrandyte have been doing, but giving away the free kick was not ideal. Oh, crunching stuff by Geimer, gives away the free kick. And it's going to go to Ryan Howell. So they do have the opportunity to go forward again to the Pioneers, sending it down the line. Strong hands, but just taken out of it. It was the big man in Eggington. It'll be a ball up on the corner of the square. Warrandyte to try and clear it. Spills free. No clear possession. Mills was wrapped up. Another ball up. 11 and nearly 11 and a half minutes gone in this third quarter. Whitehorse going to need to get something going very soon. And we'll have another stoppage. Warrandyte happy to have the repeat stoppages going on and on. Just to soak up a bit of time, soak up a bit of Whitehorse's energy, let them expend their petrol tickets. Sending it forward, thumping it forward as the ruckman read away. Inside forward 50, skirmish, it's in half forward for Warrandyte. Crashing in and doing well was Aitken. Ball spills free, kicking it off the deck. That was Cowley. But it's going to come right back. The umpires picked out a free kick, no advantage paid, and Warrandyte can send it forward again. It'll take a bit of time for the Bloods to get it back. Finally, the ball's been returned. 139, 55-35. They played on with it very quickly, did Warrandyte. Perhaps ill-advised because it nearly came to an intercept mark, but wrapped up in a forward line stoppage for the Bloods. Will actually be ideal for them. Tawalili in the ruck. Brought to ground. Umpire will take it again.
So, your boundary. The ball up, sorry. Directly in front of goals. Good tackle. And rewarded, holding the ball, called by the umpire. And he's been given 25. So, 25-metre penalty. Looks up towards the left wing. Picked off, which Warrandyte have done so well in this game. Looks short.
I believe this is Drew Cork.
Looks ahead, big kick inside 50.
Oh. The block paid. And it's going the way of Warrandyte.
So, a big opportunity now for the Bloods. And it is going to go the way of Jarrah Aitken. So, 139 to 55-35. Jarrah Aitken to increase the lead for Warrandyte. Comes in. It's there. That is his second, I believe, and
yep.
Warrandyte running away with this game at the minute from Jarrah Aitken. Beautiful stuff up forward.
Absolutely. Second of the day. And that would be his 25th of the year. Definitely a handy goal scorer. 2 in a grand final is a great return for his season. It looks like Warrandyte are heading towards a premiership victory. Whitehorse really need to get something going, but I really can't see where it's going to come from. Only having kicked 1 goal for the whole day, but taking it out of the clearance was Skaltzes. Could they generate something from this? Safi bounced out of his hand. Now it's Gleed, Mav Gleed, the veteran, to try and steady the ship and start the fire for Whitehorse, but it went too narrow and just the one behind. And it'll be Luke Saunders bringing it in for the Bloods. Short option into the pocket. Mark taken by Caleb Rudd. Rudd now kicks it to the wing. Boak sets himself. Over the back it goes, however. Whitehorse first to it. The boundary line was always going to have its way in that situation, though, as Howell brought it over. Ball in on the wing. 16 minutes gone. Third quarter action. Whitehorse 1-4-10. Warrandyte 6-5-41. Scooping it up was Dib. Bounced off a man. In goes Caldwell. And Dib goes again. Tackled. Hugh Nelson was the tackler there. He's done a couple of good things for Whitehorse today. Boakes tried to wrestle to the front. It comes. Oh, good smother there on Hitchman. Ball spills into a bit of space. That space was closed down immediately. Saunders tackles. Another ball up. And once again, Warrandyte having their way with these repeat stoppages, I would say. Right away, shoved into it, got the tap down. Whitehorse exit the back of the stoppage. Good kick forward by Scoutser. Smart taken by Gleed. What can he see down there? Versteegen's the spare man, and he's taken the mark. Oh, and the free kick's been given away, so
wow.
Nothing doing for Versteegen. And finally, Whitehorse could get their second goal of the day on the board. And it's going to be in the hands of Luke Dunn.
They really need to take this opportunity here.
Absolutely. He's going to kick it from, I'd say, around 35 metres out. Very little angle to speak of. Luke Dunn comes in. Maybe this could get them going. Maybe it could have if he hadn't missed to the right, Oscar. That is brutal.
The minor score once again. They've only got one goal on the board. It's been rather low-scoring affair, especially for Whitehorse. Only 11 points on the board.
Less low-scoring affair for Warrandyte.
Yeah. So that 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Is there maybe one more opportunity for Whitehorse before three-quarter time? It's put inside the 45. Maybe an opportunity. Ball comes to ground. Here's a chance. Foot on the boot. Had no height on it whatsoever. And easy as you like, back in the fence, able to clear it. Big bit of contact there. The handball in the direction of Hitchman. Pushed out of the way there was Geimer.
Howell just went too hard for his own good there. Laid the bump, laid the tackle, slow to get up.
It's been a great physical contest, you can say that much.
It has.
So, ball up here. Tapped down by Redaway. It's done good in the ruck all day. Skelks puts it forward, and they're able to get a mark inside the forward 45. And just before the siren goes for three-quarter time, it's an opportunity. And it is a goal. So
Lachlan Smith
able to get a much-needed goal for Whitehorse just before three-quarter time. But
you're not wrong. And they've done all the attacking in the past 10 minutes or so, Whitehorse, so they're starting to get the game on their own terms.
There could be maybe just a bit of life left, but it's looking highly unlikely at the moment. They're going to have to snag a few more goals, I think.
They've made hard work of it. It is labour-intensive stuff for Whitehorse to get a goal today.
It absolutely is.
So back into the middle. Boakes and Radaway go at it again. Radaway's been good out of the centre all day. Jaksic was nearly onto it. Crashing through. Cullum tackled. Holding the ball, says the umpire. So we've moved into time on in the third quarter. We have time on in the last two quarters for the reserves.
And it's going to be sent forward by Mills this time. It comes off hands. Back there is Patterson for Warrandyte. No, it comes to Lionel Hunt. Bouncing ball. Oh, just to the left of the big sticks. And Lionel Hunt, I thought he might have been in for a big day because he was impressive against Kilsyth and the seniors earlier this year. But I've just not seen him. Not much of him anyway. So it's going to be Patterson to bring it back in for Warrandyte in the shadows of a three-quarter time. Straight up the middle. An unmarked man in Lachlan Richardson takes it, sends it onto the wing. Kendall is there for Warrandyte, has some opponents to beat. Gives the don't argue, keeps the ball, a spearing low one. Tapping over the top was Cullum. First to it, the Whitehorse defender, and that's Brendan Mills. Sees it over the boundary line. So you see some daylight cracking through over on the outer side of East Ringwood Reserve as the rain has dried up a little bit over the past quarter. We've had 1.5 minutes of time on. Can Warrandyte stag a final one and really break the hearts of the Pioneers? We'll have a secondary ball up. It's 2-6-18 to 6-5-41. The Bloods perhaps on their way to Reserve's glory. And there's the three-quarter time siren. Repeating the scores again, 2-6-18, that's Whitehorse. Warrandyte 6-5-41. Quickly going through the goal kickers. Jarrah Aitken, he's got 2 for the Blood so far. Anton Dibb 1, Gareth Hitchman 1, Jackson Cleary 1, Pasalika Tawalili with 1 as well, and then only singles for Whitehorse from Lachlan Smith and Mitchell Wood. We'll be back after the three-quarter time break with the final quarter action from East Ringwood Reserve in this Reserve's grand final.
AFL Victoria, with support of leagues and clubs, are committed to keeping our game great, and we're strong in our stance that any form of abuse across football at all levels is not tolerated. Any form of abuse is not welcome on our turf. Make a promise to be the best version of yourself and support the hard-working volunteers, coaches and umpires who make our great game come to life. Real fans respect the game. Make a pledge to keep the passion alive, but remember, any form of abuse is not welcome on our turf.
Welcome back to East Ringwood Reserve. We've got final quarter action in the Reserves Grand Final Division 4. Whitehorse Pioneers against the Warrandyte Bloods. Currently it is Whitehorse trailing 2-6-18 to Warrandyte 6-5-41. And it's all to do for Whitehorse currently, Oscar.
It is. They've got not much time. They've got about 10 minutes probably that they're just going to need to go flat out and just hammer down and try and get a few goals to start off this last quarter.
Absolutely.
If they really want this premiership. But it is Warrandyte leading by a fair margin at the moment, and as you said, they've got a lot of work to do, so it's going to be interesting to see if they can get it done.
Just think there's been too much good contested work by Warrandyte. They've had numbers at the contest pretty consistently, especially in their back line. They've dominated the air as well, even on such a wet occasion as this. Back in the middle we go. Redaway will go up against Boakes. It crashes to ground, trying to slam his way through as Michael Cullum. Not going anywhere. Back we go. Boakes gets the tap down, trying to read it with Safi. It's spilt out of his grip. Kicking it to the boundary line and happy to find it for Warrandyte was Cullum once again. Looks a bit out on his feet, does Cullum. But he'll go again, the Warrior. Boakes will take it out of the ruck contest. Spiralling ball, one-on-one, and the whistle's gone. Free kick or mark, take your pick, really. It's gone to Lionel Hunt, sends it to the top of the goal square, and it's a 25-metre penalty. And we've seen this before, but when we've seen it, it was Warrandyte getting the 25-metre penalty and a shot at goal.
We've seen it many times today, 25-metre penalties being given, but this one is going to be incredibly important.
Lionel Hunt, he's kicked 30 goals for the year. Very quiet day so far for the man. He's kicked a couple of goals for the seniors for Whitehorse. The former Park Orchards man will come in. Bit of an angle to negotiate, but that's a beautiful kick. And he gets the Pioneers up and about. That's their third for the day. 3-6-24 to 6-5-41. So, are they responding?
I think they are, and hopefully they can. Lionel Hunt, some beautiful work up forward. And maybe just a little bit of life left in them. But they're going to have to work quickly from this centre bounce. Rucks go at it. Ball just rolling around on the deck. It is a hot footy at the moment. Tapping it to advantage. Tackle quite promptly. Ball's trapped in there, locked in. Umpire will have the footy.
Cullum bodylined the ball and nearly cleaned up Saunders.
Put back underway. Redaway gets a tap down. Trying to work this forward, Warrandyte. I think if they score here, it might be hard for Whitehorse to get back into this. This kick just stays to the right-hand side there.
Gareth Hitzman's been good today as well.
He has. He's done some great work. This one cleared straight to the middle of the ground. Whitehorse have a bit of work to do. Chasing it. Skulks us near the footy. Ball comes out towards the outer wing. Close to the boundary line on that far side. Tackled, able to get the handball out under pressure. And we will have a ball up centre wing on that far side. And they're so close to home. Warrandyte, they are in command of this game. Big tackle. Umpire says play on. And now a good strong mark taken. And Whitehorse can try and send this up
Oh,
forward
good
again.
mark.
A good strong mark taken there. Looks inside. Ball spoiled. And now Warrandyte try and clear it. Taken and gone. Umpire says holding the footy.
Wow.
A big call.
I think it's Hunt again.
Yeah, it is. It is Lionel Hunt again. And it's going to be on a bit of a tight angle here. So, 4 minutes and 30 seconds gone. Much needed goal. Lionel Hunt in the pocket. Sets side on goal. And it's there.
Oh, no way. They could be on the charge.
Just keeps this game a little bit interesting.
And that mark as well, that strong mark was taken by Lachlan Smith. Got to credit him because that was very impressive and that set that goal up.
It was.
Set the entry up at least.
Great stuff. And these forward entries are what they need at the moment, Whitehorse. They just need to get a bit more of that happening and their forwards can do the rest of the work, and that's what's happened there.
Yep, absolutely. So here we go, back into the middle, Boakes and Redaway. Boakes gets the tap down, trying to break through his lead, couldn't quite do so. First to it in the end, nearly was Caldwell. They're sharing it round. Oh, the free kick's been paid. I think it might have been a throw perhaps from that. It's Hugh Nelson. Whitehorse, they keep coming. 12-point margin. Can they cut it down even more with this one? Ball spills to ground. Hunting for it at ground level was Huntley. No clear possession for anyone. It's going nowhere. Ball will be thrown back up. Redaway just knocks it into space. Taking it away as Cullum. He's got time and space to work this out. Really poor kick though. Poor option. Straight in front of a Whitehorse player out there who ended up getting wrapped up. Ball up underneath the scoreboard, which is starting to look a little less favourable for Warrandyte as this quarter goes on. Still, we've gone 6 minutes, and so Whitehorse, they've got a bit of work to do. Time still on their side, trying to force it forward. Good territory gain by the Pioneers. No real clear disposal or possession, just forcing it forward through pure strength. Boakes now out of the ruck, couldn't control it. Scooped up by O'Brien. Sorry, that was Fortunatos, but no one's gone anywhere. Ball back up. Who can rove the clearance? Who can get some clear air? Spills to ground. Huntley forces it forward. Kick from the scrimmage by Whitehorse, top of the goal square. Oh, he's going to turn on to the right was Eggington. It was smothered out of his hands. The two chrome domes for Warrandyte working in good harmony to get it down the ground. Not going to happen, however. Scooped up by Howell. Sends it to Safi. Able to get the looping handball over the top. He's going to load up. Skaltzis to put Whitehorse just one goal behind. And he's missed. Of course he has. Oh, it came off the post.
It's
Are
come
you
off
kidding?
the post. No way that has just happened.
Potentially a handy point.
That looked so good as well. I cannot believe that has hit the post. Warrandyte clearing this one now. Outside of defence. Pack forms. They all come crashing down.
Oh,
He's
Cullum.
got room to move. Cullum.
He's standing up now when Warrandyte needs him.
They need him big time. Will be a boundary throw-in. Redaway
Ryan,
comes up in the direction of Hillman. Does some good work. Maybe a chance here. Ball comes out the back. Trying to clear it now. Ball comes in the direction of Geimer. Now up to Hitchman. Bang forward for Warrandyte.
Oh,
A good
mark.
strong mark. Some great defensive work there.
Richardson again.
It's turned back around though. Warrandyte look to enter again. Ball just comes over the top, couldn't quite get a hand on it. Hits the deck. Whitehorse clear it. Big kick out wide. Ball dropped. Warrandyte trying to work this one out. Can they get a little bit of a run going? They do. It's a low kick inside 50. They can't quite mark it though.
Oh.
What is going on? It is so back and forth at the moment. Warrandyte enter the forward 45 again. Rolling ball into the pocket. Nobody's going to get to it. And the umpire
Holding the man.
has called holding the man. So Whitehorse will be able to clear this footy. Almost 10 minutes gone in the fourth term. 4-7-31.
Wow.
2-6-6. 42.
Spearing ball by Saunders, and the mark's been taken by Hitchman again.
It's going to have to be a big kick here from Hitchman. It'll be from about 45. So Gareth Hitchman to give him a bit more leeway again. It looks all right. It's holding its line, and it got there. Gareth Hitchman brings the house down. Look at those Bloods fans behind the goal. They love it. They are so close now.
What an important goal by Hitchman, and he stood up in big moments.
Huge kick.
Goodness me. So Warrandyte, they steady the ship. Back out to 17 points, 11 minutes gone. Is there breath for Whitehorse left in this game? Can they manage something from the stoppage? Warrandyte happy to lock it up. Mitch Morris laid the tackle. Back up we go. Redaway will take it out of the ruck contest. High free kick given to Redaway, and Warrandyte will clear this one. Where to from here? Spearing ball inside forward 50. Tawalili sets himself. It came off at the hands of a teammate for Tawalili, so he wasn't paid the mark. Skirmish in the forward line. Free kick has been extracted by the umpire, going to Whitehorse. This is Ryan Howell. Sends it to the outer side. Mark taken. And now back we go on to the centre wing. No mark taken. Warrandyte just stopping that advance forward of Whitehorses. And a ball up again. Oh, smothered. A good ricochet there by Jesse Deere. It's going to come forward for Warrandyte again. Tumbling ball inside the forward line. Jarrah was there. He couldn't take the mark. Tackled to ground though. Aitken's going hard at it. Jarrah Aitken lays the tackle again. Good forward pressure by the Bloods. But it'll just be a ball up, I believe. Or no, the free kick's been given to the Pioneers. So sending it out of defence once more will be Ryan Howell. Has had a couple of moments in this final quarter. Mark's taken out there by Brendan Mills. He's been good too for Whitehorse. Sends it tight, roping the boundary line. No mark taken by Saunders out there. It was spoiled away from him. And actually it was an illegal marking contest by Whitehorse. And Saunders will send the Bloods forward once more. Whitehorse running out of time. 13 minutes gone. Still a 17-point lead. Contest in the pocket for Whitehorse. It goes over the boundary line off hands. Wind starting to pick up now, I notice. Could make things a little tricky if Whitehorse do get it up there, and they'll need to be efficient. But this time it's Warrandyte again. Handball over the top. Well intercepted by Ryan Howell again. Still in play. Tackles laid. Umpire will have it.
Taking the ruck contest. This time was Hitchman. Tried to tap it towards the centre. And it'll be a throw in. Whitehorse defending grimly. Under siege once again. It's a familiar sight for this game. The ball stuck in Warrandyte's forward line. Just with some time and space to fashion a handball out to Alex Skovsky there. But he was under so much pressure, was bundled over the boundary line, and Warrandyte, they'll be loving the look of this with 14.5 minutes left. They're well set up behind the ball. They've got great pressure around the stoppages. Cullum Neely, no clear possession. Little kick went absolutely nowhere by McLean for Whitehorse. Tumbling stuff. Cullum goes again. Someone nearly had their shirt ripped off for Whitehorse. Another ball up. They're forcing it further and further towards the boundary line, but out of the arc at least. As the Pioneers try to generate something here. Boakes, not quite. Fighting for it, Warrandyte. Now there's a clearing kick for Whitehorse. Bouncing ball out in front of Pincus. Verstegen, good handball inboard. Jackson couldn't control it. He's under a lot of pressure. Managed to get the handball in space. It's all Whitehorse though. Tumbling ball forward by Matheson. Scooped up by Whitehorse. Got the kick down the line. Did Mills, and the mark's been taken. So Whitehorse sends it forward. It's all Warrandyte there. Good punch over the top, however, to even the contest at least. Verstegen tries to crash through for Warrandyte. Jackson again. Tumbling ball. Centre half forward. Bouncing into space. Dibb. This could be the sealer. Anton Dibb. No. Just the one behind.
4 minutes left on the clock. 4:7:31. 7:7:49. Warrandyte are so close to being premiers. The clearance into the centre square. Whitehorse's efforts from now. I don't think they're going to be able to get there. They go inside forward 45. Can they get something tucked in the pocket? Surely not from this angle. At the top of the square, 2-on-1.
So much pressure.
Tackle. Ball up from the umpire. Just in front of goals for Whitehorse. Ball comes to ground.
Holding the man, I think.
Yep.
Going the way of Whitehorse.
So a big opportunity just before the closure of this contest. Maybe a twist in the tail. Puts it on the boot, right across the face of the goal pocket. Not his best of kicks. Goes out on the full, and it will be taken by, I believe, Richardson. So
Dibb.
that is a horrible kick. And now maybe one last chance for Warrandyte. Put on the boot by Morris. And it is going to be out on the full there, so Whitehorse will look to clear it with about 30 seconds left. Plays on. Gets it in the direction of Safi. And now a high kick. And that is huge. That is absolutely massive. It's gone out on the full, but that is a ginormous kick. So, with 15 seconds.
Came down with snow on it, as Chris would say.
It did. Goes short. Ball comes to ground. Trying to wheel around. Comes out towards Redaway. Puts it on the boot. Close to the boundary line. Out of play. The boundary umpires have done a good bit of work.
Sore arms, perhaps.
Maybe some sore arms. Thrown back in. They didn't even have to do any of the ruck work as the ball hits the deck. Wrapped up once again. And this is going to be so sweet for Warrandyte when the siren goes. And now just drawing this last minute out with some stoppages here just outside the 45 for Warrandyte. Close to the boundary. That is 3 times in a row it has gone out of bounds on the full right there in that full's pocket. What a way to finish off.
I know. Oh, well, they're getting it locked in at least. And for Warrandyte, it must be said, the senior side obviously relegated from Division 3 last year, so coming down to Division 4, it must be great to have some success for the Bloods. Even though the senior side couldn't do it.
Here's a chance. Puts it on the boot. Stays to the right-hand for a minor score. Jeez, that would have brought the house down to seal it.
Well, you'd say there's 2 or 3 minutes left for Whitehorse and they have a 19-point lead to peg back. It's not going to happen. Warrandyte have done it, I would say. They're going to send it back inside forward 50, forward 45. Good punch away. Whitehorse to try and clear again. No mark taken. Warrandyte numbers around the ball, but a free kick's been picked out. It's going to go the way of Lachlan Smith. Did kick a goal in the 3rd quarter, this man. Try to kick it out in front of a teammate in Gilliland. Tackles laid as Whitehorse just try to get even like one last inside 50. Weren't able to do so. Mitch Morris brings it away for the Bloods. Good contest in the air, but Whitehorse had good representation at ground level. Spearing ball onto the wing. Mark taken. Desperation in vain for the Pioneers at the moment, I would say. Trying to break the lines, break free, send it to Hunt. He was well checked by Patterson. Scooped it up, did Hillman. High up and under, top of the goal square. And the free kick's going to go the way of Warrandyte. Not even a consolation goal on offer for the Pioneers.
Disappointing for them.
4:7:31 to 7:8:50. 22 minutes gone in the final quarter. Warrandyte on their way to reserves premiership glory. And it'll be Josh Huntley to send it to Patterson. And there's the slam. Warrandyte won. 4:7:31 to 7:8:50. What a sweet day for the Bloods. They take out the main rivals in Whitehorse. The 2 best teams made it to the grand final, and the best team won on the day, and that team is Warrandyte.
It's a great club, the Bloods, and look how much it means to all of them.
There'll be plenty of senior players here today, no doubt.
100%.
And there you go, taken out by Whitehorse in the prelim, in the seniors, just a week ago. But their reserve side, they've taken out the victory today. Brilliant stuff. I'll run through the goal kickers. 2 for Jarrett Aitken, 2 for Gareth Hitchman, singles to Anton Dibb, Jackson Cleary, and Pasalika Tawalili. And then for Whitehorse, it was 2 for Lionel Hunt, 1 for Mitchell Wood, and 1 for Lachlan Smith. Brilliant stuff by Warrandyte. And consolations for Whitehorse. They do have hope as a club today, though, because they will be taking on Chirnside in the senior men's coming up after this. So the day isn't over for Whitehorse. For Warrandyte, they can go home satisfied.
Yeah, it is a shame for Whitehorse that, as you mentioned, they've got another chance. Their senior men's team have a chance, so it has been a fantastic so we will go to the presentation soon.
Yep.
But what an awesome win for Warrandyte.
And it was an interesting start of the final quarter, though, of course. It was very impressive for Whitehorse to generate some run there. That shot at goal by Scoutsis that ended up being the post that I went a little bit early on. Imagine if that went through.
It could have been game on, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's amazing how the momentum swings and changes so much. I mean, who knows if that goal went in, they might have, had their tail up a bit there, and who knows what would have happened. But definitely some positive stuff there for Whitehorse, anyways, in that last quarter, to be able to show a bit of fight despite trailing for majority of this game. So
yeah,
it is disappointing for them, but there is some positive stuff to take into next season. And for Warrandyte, just a great win by them. And
absolutely, yeah, you're not wrong there. Whitehorse were fantastic in terms of just showing some heart in that last quarter. Unfortunately, just ran out of petrol tickets in the end, ran out of room, and the Bloods, they did have better players across the line, across the ground. Coming up very shortly. And of course, well done to Kilsyth winning the under-19s as well earlier against Bulleen Templestowe. That was good showing by them. Well done on Bulleen Templestowe making it to a grand final, their first year in their EFNL in their under-19 side. Good stories all across the board today. And Warrandyte will get the presentations underway very, very soon. You can see the pack of players down there as well. Someone was lifted onto the shoulders. I'd like to know who that was.
Yeah, there's a bit of chanting, I think, going on. There's something going on there that we can't quite get the...
If only we had boundary riders for for this, they might actually go. We might actually know what's happening. Stage has been set for the presentations. You see the cup there, red and white ribbons flowing as CEO Jai Bond awaits. Just to run through the quarter-by-quarter scores again, it was Whitehorse actually leading at quarter time, 8 points to 6. They were held scoreless in the second quarter, 8 points to 26 at half time, and then 18 to 41 at three-quarter time, and the game ended 4-7-31 to 7-8-50. As the players will slowly make their way to the presentation stage. And I think our Master of Ceremonies will be Blake Tennant. Does a good job.
Fantastic.
Yep.
This will be good too.
Have you heard him do a presentation before?
I haven't. This will be a first.
No, it's good. He's
okay.
yeah. No, he's very he's very enthusiastic.
Thought we might have been mucking around a little bit there, but
no. So I think we will leave you for now, myself and Oscar. We will join you very soon on the boundary line for the seniors grand final. But Oscar, very well called today. Good job, mate.
Thank you very much. Great to be alongside you for this call, and I guess we'll go down to the Master of Ceremonies, Blake Tennant.
Blake Tennant, indeed, yeah. And the sun's peeking out as well, so we've it might be good news for us on the boundary line. I think we missed the worst of the weather.
I think we've seen the worst, and hopefully we're in for a good time on the boundary.
Wonderful. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us in the Division 4 Reserves Grand Final. Warrandyte up Premier 6-5-41 to 2-6-18. Stick around for the presentation. Or if you like, go over to the other stream and watch Spider, Brash and Lee Odermatt talk about the upcoming grand final between Chirnside Park and Whitehorse. My name's Jared Mainland. Thank you very much, and I'll see you very soon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon and welcome to the Division 4 Eastland presentations in the reserves. Commemorations to Whitehorse Pioneers, terrific season. Should be very happy of how you've come today. And to Warrandyte Premiers in Division 4, congratulations on winning the treat here today. We'll start our presentations by welcoming up to the stage EFNL CEO Jai Bond to present today's medallions. We'll start with the best on ground medal from Warrandyte, number 10, Michael Cullen. Let's start the medal presentations with number 3, Luke Saunders. Let's bring it back onto the stage. Number 10, Michael Cullen. Number 18, Ben Ogilvie. Number 21, Tyson Jasic. Number 26, Anton Dibb. Number 27, Noah Kendall. Number 31, Tim Caldwell. Number 34, Mitch Morris. Number 35, Jarrah Atkin. Number 36, Lachlan Richardson. Number 38, Josh Huntley. Number 39, Ryan Patterson. Number 43, Caleb Rudd. Number 47, Joel Matheson. Number 48, Gareth Hitchman. Number 51, Noah Redaway. Number 56, Drew Cork. Number 57, Nick Pincus. Number 62, Braden Geimer. Number 65, Jesse Deere. Number 66, Jackson Cleary. Number 77, Paz to Uli Uli. Number 67, Toby Vetskegen. The umpire escort, Ian Hook. Ian Hook. The trainer, Madison Timms. The team manager, Natalie Peppers. Assistant coach, Paul Donahue. Assistant coach, Jacob Daly. And now, Premiership captain, Ben Davies. Ben, please stay on the stage. Stay on the stage, please, Ben. And the Premiership coach, Adam Hall. Please stay on stage, Adam.
Thanks, guys. Thanks to everyone for coming out. To the Whitehorse guys. You know, it's been a great year from your whole footy club, not just you blokes, but the seniors as well. We've been over there a couple of times. It's not a great feeling, but you guys are a club full of great people, and we really respect your club. And Mav and to Andrew Haining, you blokes, what you guys are doing over there is great things. So congratulations to your club, and apologies about today. To all the supporters and the EFNL and East Ringwood Footy Club, put on a great day. To our guys, you know, we've been there. It's been 4 years in the making. It's nice to be here. And make sure everyone gets back to rooms tonight because we're going to rip the bloody rafters off the place. So thanks very much. And Tessa did say that the playing group would come back to my joint in the next hour. So let's go.
And can I please invite back onto the stage EFNL CEO Jai Bond to present the Premiership Cup in the reserves to Warrandyte.
We are Warrandyte. We are the good old red and white. We don't care who it is we meet, because there is no team that we can't beat. We play together, we stick together in any weather. We give it all we're